All right, because this project is called a dopamine box, the idea is that once you've done all your habits, something a little bit fun is going to happen to make it feel enjoyable to finish all the habits so that you'll want to use it again the next day and it motivates you to do your habits. So to provide that little bit of joy at the end, let's use a sound effect. I've included a library called Howler. I've added it as a dependency, which can play sound effects. And I've also added a sound file here, celebrate.mp3. So let's import Howl from Howler. And I've read the Howler documentation, and it says to import this Howler class. And then to make an instance of that class, which I'll do as a prop on Dopamine Box. So I'll say celebrate sound equals new howl. And the way this howl class works is it takes a configuration object, and we just need to add a source property that points to our sound effect, celebrate.mp3. Now that we have this prop, we can call the play method on it to play the sound effect. And I want to do that inside of toggle item. Now we want to make sure that we only do this once we've toggled all the items to be done. But for now, let's just put it in here, and I'll call the .play method. And this will happen for any item that gets toggled, just so we can see if it works. Okay, so I'll add a few habits. And when I click one, I hear the sound. Of course, it's playing for all of them, which we'll fix in a minute. Now, you're hearing the sound through my computer speakers into my microphone. If you want to hear the sound play on your system, you can pause the video and interact with the app in the browser. Okay, so now let's fix this issue and make sure that it only plays the celebration sound after you've finished all of the habits. And that'll be a challenge for you to do. So I've pasted in a prompt here. What I want you to do is modify the toggle item method so that it only plays the sound when you're finishing the last habit item. Okay, so see what modifications you can make in here to have that work that way, and then I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so there's a variety of ways you could do that. I'm going to do it by making a variable called remaining, set it equal to 0, and then for each iteration of this loop, I'm going to increment remaining with remaining plus plus unless habit.done. So if the habit's done, don't increment remaining. That means if all of the habits are done, remaining will be 0 at the end, and I can say if remaining equals 0, play the sound. Okay, so I'll try that. Add in a few habits. I don't hear any sound. Still no sound. And checking off the last one plays the sound.